Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into the mindset of a true cricket legend, VVS Laxman. What if the real secret to handling unbelievable pressure wasn't about fighting it, but about finding a perfect, almost serene balance? That's what we're going to explore today, the core belief that shaped his entire career. For 16 long years, VVS Laxman wasn't just a batsman, he was an artist. His wristy flicks could literally pull a match back from the absolute brink of defeat. But here's the thing. Behind all that beautiful artistry was a really powerful, really simple philosophy that guided every single move he made. And this right here, this is the key to understanding the man. Treat success and failure on the same wavelength. It's the one idea that gave him this incredible calm, this balance. And it's the central theme we're going to keep coming back to. Okay, so let's dive into the man himself. How does someone like Laxman even begin to look back on a career packed with that much pressure, that much triumph? We're going to start with his own take on the journey. So the first question posed to him really gets to the heart of it all. After you've given your entire life to a sport, how do you feel about it? What was that journey really like? And his answer? It's so simple, but it says so much. 16 years playing at the highest possible level, that's just an incredible achievement. And for him, the main emotion isn't just about the wins or the statistics. It's this deep, immense feeling of satisfaction that he really contributed something special to Indian cricket. Okay, so we know how he feels about his career, but what about the man behind the bat? Who shaped him? The next question digs into the people who really built that foundation for his success. And there it is again, that core philosophy. He says without any hesitation, his parents were the biggest influence. And get this, they came from a family of doctors where sports wasn't really the main thing, but they were the ones who taught him this crucial mindset of balance, to handle the absolute highs and the crushing lows with the exact same calm. Now here's a twist you might not know. This legendary cricket career almost didn't happen. Not even close. Early on, Laxman was standing at this massive crossroads in his life that could have sent him down a totally different road. You'd think his toughest moment would be on the field, right? Facing some terrifying bowler or a rough tour. Well, this next question reveals that his hardest moment actually came before his international career even got started. Just imagine this. He was being pulled in two completely different directions. On one side, you have the family legacy, this natural desire, as he puts it, to become a doctor. And on the other side, you have this huge personal dream of playing for your country. How do you possibly choose between two callings like that? So, what was the deciding factor? It all came down to support. His father didn't push him into medicine, even though that was the family tradition. He gave him total freedom to choose his own path. And that support, man, that was everything. It's what allowed him to go all in on cricket. Okay, so he makes this huge choice, and that decision, well, it clearly forged the mental fortitude, the principles that he carried with him onto the cricket field. This is the mindset that made him a true champion. This is such a great question. We know what his parents taught him, right? But what lessons did he learn directly from the game itself, from cricket? And no surprise here, the lessons he learned from cricket are a perfect mirror of what his parents taught him. The sport taught him character, it taught him balance, and, you guessed it, that all-important philosophy of treating success and failure on the same wavelength. He even says it himself, "Whatever I am today is because of cricket." When you have a mindset that strong, incredible moments are just bound to happen. So let's shift gears and look at those iconic achievements that really cemented his legacy. Moments that were a direct result of his talent and his unshakable mental game. Every great player has those moments they cherish more than anything. So after a 16-year journey, what were the moments that really stuck with VVS Laxman? Well, he points to two things. First, it's a team achievement, being part of the squad that took India to #1 in the world in Test cricket. But the second one is a personal milestone that cricket fans will never forget. That legendary innings against Australia in Kolkata. Just look at that number, 281. For cricket fans, this number says it all. It is hands down one of the most famous scores in the history of the game. An innings of just unbelievable skill, defiance, and pure endurance that completely flipped a series everyone thought was over. And that's the thing. In Laxman's own words, that innings, that whole series, was way more than just a win. He calls it the turning point of Indian cricket itself. It gave the entire team the belief that they could go toe-to-toe with the absolute best in the world and win. So we've seen the player, the professional. To wrap things up, let's pull back the curtain a bit and look at the man off the pitch, his inspirations, his family, and what he sees for himself now that the playing days are over. You can tell a lot about a person by who their childhood hero was, right? It says so much about your values. So for a young VVS Laxman, who was it? A famous cricketer, maybe? What a powerful answer. It wasn't some cricket superstar, it was his dad. The same man who gave him the freedom to chase his own dream. It just brings this whole story full circle, right back to how important family was on his journey. So what's next? I mean, what do you do after a life dedicated to playing cricket at the very highest level? The final questions really explored what the future holds for him. And his answer just shows you exactly who he is as a person. His next big dream isn't about himself, it's about giving back to the next generation. He wants to build a place to nurture young talent, a legacy that's going to last a lot longer than his own playing career. And so we end by turning his philosophy back on us. We've seen how VVS Laxman's incredible ability to treat success and failure on the same wavelength defined his entire journey. So the real question is, how can we take that same idea of balance and apply it to our own lives?